Hello students, today we would be doing Python binary file handling and standard input output and error stream. Let us first see what is standard input output and error stream. Normally we use input for taking an input from user and we use function print to print. Now input is by default taken from keyboard. Same way we can say that the standard input is a keyboard. Standard output is a monitor. Output is normally displayed on monitor and error is also normally displayed on monitor. Right? So instead of using input and print, we can also use sys package or sys module, and from that we can use the function, we can use stdin and stdout, these two modules. So we will have to import the sys package. I have imported sys system package. I have made a string hello how are you, and in systems stdin module I have called. In that read method I have called, in which is going to read 5 characters from the standard input. What is the standard input? Keyboard. Okay. When I say standard output write the string, it is going to write where? In the standard output, which is what? The monitor. And here I have told him to write the str1, that is the string that I have given, to the standard error output. Again, what is the place where the standard error is displayed? Monitor. It will be displayed on the monitor, but the error is always displayed in red color, so it will show you in red in color. Let us see. Here you can see I have made the code. I have written exactly the same. I have imported sys package and used its module stdin, stdout and stderror. When I run the module, it is waiting for me to give a keyboard entry. Okay, so I have written welcome. The word is bigger, but I have told him to read only 5. If you will check, I have told him to read only 5 characters. So when I enter, it read only 5 characters and showed it on the standard output, that is monitor, and the error is shown in red color. For me, as of now, I have told him to show wherever it is showing the standard error, there he has to show me str1. So exactly that he is doing. He is showing me on the monitor because standard error stream is displayed on the monitor. Now let us see reading and writing in Python. We discussed last time that we can read and write in normal text file and in binary files also. Text file we saw last time. Text file, the characters and everything that we write are stored in ASCII or Unicode characters, and each line is ended by /n. Okay. Whereas in binary there is no end of line. /n is not there. Moreover, it is written in binary format, which is not human readable. Moreover, it is faster because there is no conversion from binary to human readable, and vice versa. Okay. Now let us see what are the different kind of operations that we will be doing on binary file. We will be reading, writing, appending, searching for a record. We will be editing. We will be deleting. Okay. Now let us see how do we open a file. Opening is like I have to use the method open and I have to give the file name. Here you can see the difference. Instead of txt we have to use dat because it is in binary form, and read b is written because it is in binary format. File1 is the object, file object created to open the stud.dat, which is available in the hard disk because we are trying to read. Okay. Now if you want to write, we have to write wb and the same file I am opening. If it does not exist, since I have opened in write mode, a new one will be created for me. Here I have used the absolute path. So I have given the entire path. C, in C folder, in temp folder it is there. R means it is in raw format. If I don't want to use raw format, I have to use 2 slashes indicating that slash is a escape sequence. Clear? How do I close it? File1.close is going to close it. Now we are going to use pickle model. What is a pickle model? Pickle model is used for serializing and deserializing Python objects. What do you mean by serializing and deserializing? It is also known as marshalling and flattening, and it means that converting the normal characters that we understand, that is ASCII characters, into bytes that is binary characters, and deserializing means converting that binary characters back into human readable or readable by user normal characters which we can understand. Now this procedure can be done with the help of Pickle module. Okay, we are going to use two methods of Pickle, dump and load. Dump is going to take from us the object that we want to store and the file object. Two arguments it will be having, what you want to store and where you want to store, and load, it will be taking as an argument a file from which you want to read and return the object into a variable. Let us see how. Here you can see I have two lists. List 1 is having a roll number, name and marks. List 2 is empty. Now when I want to read from a file, suppose I have made a file 1 like what I have shown in this slide over here. I have made file 1, I have opened it into read binary format, okay, and I want to read from it, or first let us write. So I have opened it into write mode WB. Now after I have already opened it into write mode, I have created a list which is having these 3 elements. Now how do I do it? I will import Pickle and I'll write pickle.dump list 1. I want to write list 1 into file 1. So it needs 2 arguments or 2 parameters. List which I want to write, it is not necessary it will be list, it can be a dictionary, it can be a tuple. Okay, so I want to write it in the file. And when I want to read from the file, I will say load and I'll give the name of the file and it will return me the list, and I need to keep it into a empty list L2. Okay, let us see practically how it is done. Okay, how to read and write, this is one of the example. I have imported Pickle because I am using its dump and load method, and I have given it a alias P. So instead of writing Pickle, I'll write only P now. Okay, I have opened a binary file bind.data in write binary. I have opened it in write mode. Okay, L is my list. I am dumping L into F, that is list is written in the F object. I made one more list and I dumped it again and I closed it. After I have closed this, I created one empty list L1 and I opened the file now in read binary mode, and I used the method load. I read from the file and kept it in L1 and I printed L1. It will show me the first record. Again when I call load, it will take the second record out and show me, and then hence I can close it. Let us see the output. It is exactly the same code which I have shown you on the slide. Let us run and see. Run the module. Okay. So he wrote it first and then he read it for me and he displayed it on the screen. Okay. Now apart from this, we can write this code in a different way also. What is the other way to write it? I have imported Pickle, but instead of writing F is equal to open, there is one more way to write it. You can write with open name of the file. I have written WB plus. It means I am going to write as well as read. So I have written the plus sign. B is for binary and as F. So instead of writing F is equal to open this, you can write with keyword you can use with open as F. It ends with a colon, and since it is a block statement, all the statement inside it has to be intended inside. You can see I have intended all of them inside. What is the benefit of using this way? You do not have to explicitly close it. You can see here I have closed it once, then I opened it for reading. Here I am not going to do this. I am not going to close it and reopen it. I once opened it in read and write binary form. I am going to use it. I made L, I dumped, I wrote the other, I dumped the second record also, and I went to f.seek0, means after writing the second record, the pointer is at the end of the file. I brought it back to the first point or the first element of the file, and then I loaded. He showed me the first record, then he showed me the second record. So these are the two ways you can do whichever way you feel convenient to write the code. Here you need to write close.